I'm just trying to get rid of some of the glare.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to At the Picnic Season 3, Episode 13. Another wonderful guest this week, Danny, and we'll talk about his shirt later. I love that shirt, and Kermit's going to steal that off him. Firstly, we're going to talk about the weekend's
Kermit,
racing.
I'm surprised Kermit's still alive after you put him in the spa. I'm amazed you didn't actually cook him.
We'll talk about that later. Willamai, young Jack rode a double. Well done, Jack. Apparently the crowd was still pretty good. They've already had a few meetings this year. So well done to them. And Mansfield, congratulations to the Fosters. Peter and Danielle Lycomosh with the big weight did really, really well and won. Congratulations to Lee Taylor. He got fined for his celebration. He said to me, I said to him, well done on the celebration. He said, you got to pay my fine. I said, no. Good on him.
Yeah, look, Lycomosh won super well, especially with that big weight. Did a great job. Stalked the speed and kicked away from everybody. He ran super. Willamai, evidently it was a great day out. Jack got up with a double, so congratulations to Jack. And it was a really good, clean weekend of racing. I don't actually think anyone got in trouble, so that's always good to hear.
Fantastic.
And the crowds at both places were really good by all accounts too. And I've got to say, after going to Mansfield this weekend, driving in, we got a bit of rain and it looked as dodgy as all get out. And after last year, of course, we got flooded. And we almost all went there with a bit of a suspicion that it could happen again. And there was thunder and lightning around at different times and so forth, but it seemed to have parted around the mountains and skipped us completely. So it was quite sticky there for parts of the day. The track was really, really great, Nick. So thank you to Gerald Egan. I'm pretty sure still caretakes that track.
Yep.
And yeah, it was a terrific day of racing up there. It was fantastic. So congratulations to everybody all round.
I'd never been to Mansfield before, and let's just say they put on a great day. Where you get to sit as an owner is in the members area was absolutely fantastic. So well done to Mansfield.
And the shade of the trees and that is really, really good for those days that it does get really hot. And I'm sure there was a few people that got to drive home into some thunderstorms and stuff.
Yes.
But all in all, it was a great day of racing. And this weekend, I suppose, we're going to have to touch on Grant is finishing up. This is his last weekend of riding. He's off to the police force.
Okay.
So he's got into the police force. So
good on him.
This will be his last trip to Yea. Obviously, last weekend was his last trip to Willamai and Mansfield. So it was really good to see him get winners up.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think we might need to give him a yell and see if he'll have a chat with us before he parts with us permanently as such.
Yeah, maybe we can get him back on the show. He's been on before. Let's see if we can get him on next week. That's a great idea, Danny. We might see if we can do that. Yes.
I haven't told him that yet, so we might see if him and Naomi can join us for a bit of a wrap of what he's
that would be lovely.
Been through and all the rest of it. So
absolutely. Yeah. All right. Time to introduce our guest. We have got the president of Yea, Tait. Thank you so much for joining us, El. Absolute pleasure. And of course, you've got your cup meeting this weekend. How's everything looking, mate?
Thanks, Paul. Thanks for having me on. And Danny, everything's coming along really well. Track's in great order. Plenty of bookings. We've got great bookings, marquees, our umbrella packages, shaded sites. At this stage, look, we're well and truly, we should have our 1,500 plus. Like wow. It's
wonderful.
Actually, really shaping up to be a really good event.
Now,
anyone who hasn't been to Yea, they have. Hopefully, they've got them here this year. They've got pizzas and ice cream there, and they are bloody amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
always a great bunch of people there too.
Yeah, no, the ice cream man's there. We've got the big screen. We've got the Kelly Sports. We've got the free pony rides.
And I have to give a shout out to the ladies in the kitchen there. I haven't haunted them for a season or two now. I have to get back there because they make the most amazing Devonshire teas. And their scones and snacks are absolutely effing delicious. And I normally bribe them throughout the day to ensure that I have scones, jam, cream, and I think it's normally hedgehog that I get set aside for themselves. I've got nibbles after I finish racing. And homemade sausage rolls, I think, too, were there one year.
Just gets better.
They are sensational.
It only gets better, doesn't it? But no, that's all supplied by our local primary school, our Sacred Heart Primary School.
Nice.
They've taken on the barbecue and the Devonshire tea side of it for us this year for the 4 meetings,
Yep.
which is great for the local community for them to do that. So, yeah.
Now, Al, I've got to ask you. I heard a story the other day that look, there's a few different beers on the market, and I heard that there was a sales rep from a company hanging around your bar, from the Tiger Beer Company. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, no, I sort of declined his offer there, Alvo. Yeah, I sort of said we've got dry, we've got draft, we've got northern, we've got VB. I said we don't really need Tiger, so he politely left. Yeah, he left before the meeting,
said,
so yeah, we didn't have to worry.
You only want it because you're a Tiger supporter, Al.
Different sort of Tiger, Danny.
Yeah, no, that's the only reason why Paul wants it there. So don't be worried about that. He's just created on the Tiger supporter thing.
Al had a visitor from a Tiger Snake, yes, and Al's quietly moved him on. Apparently, he was heading down in the mounting yard to see if Don Dwyer was around.
Yeah, he's not really doesn't like brown snakes, but he said so. Yeah, he didn't want to go down there, and he didn't want to see Don. So that's why he didn't see Don.
That's why he didn't see Don. So we'll quickly cover that. You're a Richmond supporter, Al. Fantastic, mate. Are you a passionate one?
No, I'm actually a Bulldog supporter.
Oh, you're a Bulldogs. There you go. Oh, jeez.
And Bulldogs here. Tried to get the kids to follow the Bulldogs, but unfortunately, they've gone on the Collingwood bandwagon. With
no, is that after Mum?
Yeah, Lindell's wife. Yes, Mum's got him on that side.
Oh, couldn't you have got one your side?
Oh, we did in 16. Yeah, no, they're happy.
Okay.
2016 was a long time ago now, Paul.
True. Okay. All right. Yeah. That's a sad thing.
Anyway.
All right, Al.
But no, look, everything's looking in fine order for Saturday. So
brilliant, mate. Brilliant.
Yeah.
How did you get involved with the club there, mate? And how long you been on the committee for?
This is my first year on the committee, and I started off as president. So I was going to start last year, but I actually had some surgery done in August and then had some complications after that. So I missed out on, I was actually in hospital for the AGM. So I missed out on that last year and it sort of helped out. And because I come down to Yea when I was 14, I grew up in Bonnydoon, Mansfield. And I come down when I was 14 and worked at the butcher shop here and sort of been in racing all my life. Dad's a trainer, Pop was a trainer. Danny's actually rode for us over the time here and there. So, and then I just said to Dennis at I'm happy to take it on if you haven't got anyone else. And look, he 16 years, he had a go. So he was willing to hand up. And look, he's been behind me. He's vice president this year. He's doing a lot behind the scenes and helping me out. So, yeah.
I was going to say, be making sure that you do everything all right too.
Oh, look, he's a wealth of knowledge. No one.
He is. He's a great character.
Dennis is Dennis, but yeah, he is what it is. But he's a great help to everyone. So he's still behind the scenes doing a lot of stuff as well. So
I'd be scared if he wasn't floating around somewhere.
Yeah, no, look, we got to the picnic. We got to the racing awards night last year down there at Cranbourne, and I said, "Have you found a new president yet?" He goes, "No." He goes, "You got to do it." So we shook hands and and that was it.
That's one way to get a job.
Well, it was. So look, but I've got a great core group around me with Sarah, our secretary, Pauline, treasurer. We've got a great committee. It's an aging committee. We do need some youth. We do need to introduce some youth going forwards. But look, the exec committee, we're all in our 40s, so I'm still there, not by much, but we'll try and bring some more youth into it, and
Al, the club. You're spot on, mate. You people can be known as fantastic presidents in any sort of association, footy club, cricket club, whatever, but they can only be good presidents if they've got great staff around them, mate. And and that's exactly how it works.
It comes down to our blokes that are there every day, not every day, but a few days during the week, doing the track, like John Quinlan, Jeff Bayless. They're there. They do the track. Jaden's our track manager. He can't be there all the time, so John's takes it on himself. And look, they're cutting the grass. they do all that. So we've got Andrew, actually my neighbour, he cuts the track. And look, it's this day and age, you got to pay people to do a few things. So it all adds up.
That's right.
We're all got busy
That's
lives.
one thing I think a lot of people have noticed in the difference with the picnic racing in the last probably 5 years or so is that you don't have the volunteers that you used to, and you do have to employ people to now come forward and help with the cutting and the maintenance of the tracks. So they are up to par, because we can't just turn the sprinklers on and leave them for a few hours, because then we end up with wet patches and that sort of thing. So it really has got a lot more technical, and there's a lot more people that actually need to be paid for that sort of thing. And while our volunteers are there as well, it's amazing. People don't actually realise the amount of people that do supply that backbone into these clubs. And I think, it's so detrimental that we acknowledge and respect the amount of work that gets put in, both paid and unpaid work. So yeah, thank you to all of those people that do chip in and do their part. It's a big job, and I don't think a lot of people actually understand how big it is.
No, they don't, because everyone rocks up on Saturday when the gates are open at 11 o'clock and they walk in. Oh, yeah, good's this, but they don't see
How
what's
good's
happening
this? It looks
behind the
amazing.
scenes. And,
Yep.
Yeah, no, look at it. It's a like I said, I've been in racing all my life, Mansfield and all that sort of stuff. And I remember as a kid, I'd go with Dad up to Mansfield and we'd go around and check the running rail. It was a steel running rail back then.
Yep.
You go around and make sure there was no bolts missing or anything like that. Just those
make sure there was no bits poking out that'd take off somebody's leg or hit into the horses and those sorts of things. It's, there's so many things that actually go on that people actually don't know about.
That's
so
right.
yeah.
But even now, the plastic running rail, it's, of course, the wind catches it. So John and Jeff, they'll go around. Yeah, they'll go around and they'll make sure it's all good. And yeah, look, plastic running rail, it's not perfect. It's all got a bit of a kink in it here and there, but it all takes time. And
yeah.
And of course, you share with the golf course, mate. So,
Correct,
you've got to organise around them, and they have to organise around you.
Yeah, no, we've all got to work in. We had a working bee earlier in the year there, and I'd organised it for a Saturday, and then John goes, "Oh, hang on, we better run it by the golf club because Saturday's golf day." But look, we work in together. We've got a good relationship. So
good.
Everyone's happy. So
well done.
Oh, I've got to say, your field sizes have held up really well, coming off a double header last weekend, especially having Mansfield, which is up near your way. You guys would have to be pretty wrapped with that.
Oh, absolutely ecstatic. Yeah, look, to get the 50, what did I say there before? I'd have written that 56. I think we've got a couple of 7-horse races. The 2140 maiden, there's 7 in that, and there was another 7-horse field there I see somewhere, but like a full field in the cup, and each way betting everywhere else. So
yeah, one race has got 4 emergencies.
4 emergencies.
We've got 4. Yeah, we've got 4. Yeah, we've got 14 in the first. So
fantastic.
The 1300 maiden. So look,
it's great to see.
Yeah, but look, it's double header and then back up, and there's been a lot of racing since the new year or since Christmas. So it's a credit to the industry. Like everyone's trying to get a run in their horse. It's no different between the pros. Like as you would allude to, Danny, back in your early days, you could take a horse to the picnics and get a win. Now you've actually got to have a good horse to win at the picnic.
You've got to have a good horse. And I mean, let's be honest, you look at, like, say, the horses that were in the Mansfield Cup, the winner and the second horse, like, I know I'm looking at going to the pros with mine. The horse that won it, it won fair and square by 2.5 lengths. With 70.5 kilos, it'll be competitive in a 0 to 58 anywhere it goes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Scratching was a horse called Stirrup. Like, I think it's run 4 thirds in its last 5 starts.
Yeah.
The form around the horses that are competing at the picnics week in, week out, like, it's solid form these days.
It's solid. It is solid form. Like, back when I was young, you'd come on, we'll take the horse to picnics and we'll get a kill and then we'll go back to the pros. But now it's not. So,
we'll go to the picnics for a trial, get an easy kill, and away we'll go back to the pros, confidence up, and it doesn't work like that anymore.
No. And we're all been in horse racing long enough to realise that doesn't happen now. So
yeah, gone are the finding the cheapies that we can flog around the picnics and get a couple of bucks. It's pretty tricky trying to find a good one these days.
That's right. So
What are some of the really big differences that you've noticed in the picnic racing, apart from the strength of the fields and that in your time in racing? Obviously, you've had some pro experience as well with your dad with runners and stuff. But what are some of the key things that you've noticed?
Oh, probably the youth that's coming through now. Like back when I was a kid, it was your Razors, your Bodies, Courtney, Reese,
Yep.
and all that. But now, like you got your Shawns, you got well, even back then, Grant was just starting to come through, and now Grant's got to end on Saturday. But probably the youth of the jockeys that are coming through, more females. Like there was
Yep.
a few females back then. Like I'm going back to Kathy Kirkos sort of days, back
Yeah.
in the like I'm going back early there.
Yeah, absolutely.
But just the whole development of racing, like it's all changed. Gone from steel running rails to no outside running rails to now plastic running rails. I don't know. Safety is a big thing that's probably changed, but it's changed over the whole industry, which is a great thing. And look, I was only talking to I forget who I was talking to the other day. I remember going to Merton on New Year's Day one day, and there was a bit of a wet spot coming into the straight, and Henry said, "Oh, we'll put some witches' hats around it," but you wouldn't be able to do that now. you were probably right.
Got away with it. Balnarring did get away with it. I think it was once last season, but there was a bit of an uproar about it later on that it probably shouldn't have happened. So goes to show, like you're saying, how times have changed safety wise.
Look, we all walked out, and of course, everyone's going to roll off the corner, so it worked out all right. But then I think there was a flag start. Was there a flag start at Druin or Buchan last year?
Yeah, it was at Druin. It would be 3 years ago, I think, 2 or 3 years ago, because they missed last year, I think it was. They ran last year. The year before they missed, and the year before that, I think, was the flag start year.
Yeah,
because the barriers weren't working.
Yeah, and look, if you can do it, well and be good. But yeah, probably crowds are down compared to what they used to be in the picnic racing. I feel, people are probably feeling the pinch a bit. Where everyone's under a bit of pressure, but your core people of your Ray Plants, your Stan Shambrooks, like Dad. We had a Seymour crew that you'd all go to all the picnics. They're all dying off. Like everyone's, we're all getting older. Like,
good thing about that though, well, is that the country tracks still aren't getting crowds. Picnics still get more crowds. At least it's a cup meeting, of course. The picnics still get more.
Yep. No. Look, we're in Echuca for Christmas, so we went to Echuca on New Year's Eve, and look, they were happy. I spoke to the president there. They were happy with the crowd, but it wasn't a massive crowd. But look, he was still happy with what was there, but it's look, that's why we try and promote Yayas. It's a very family friendly, lots of free activities for our kids. Our horse rides, face painting, all our what do I have? I had it all written down there. Our Kelly Sports pony ride, face painting. And also our race day pack for the kids.
And Zoe got a race day pack at Mansfield last weekend, and she reckons it's the best race day pack she's had through the years of racing. So that's saying something coming from a 9-year-old who's tech iPad orientated.
Look, Bridie, my daughter, she's 9, Darby's 11, and they loved it this year. Look, they get one every year, and they're a great backpack too.
They're a written backpack. Great for going to sleepovers and stuff.
And that's a credit for country racing for putting them all together. And I don't know how many packs they do a year, but that's a credit for them for doing that and putting it out to every race course across Victoria. So
yeah, absolutely. So for anyone who's got nothing to do on Saturday, get down to Yay, because you'd still be able to pay on the day and get in the gate.
Yeah,
and there's heaps of stuff for the kids to do, and it's not going to be ridiculously hot or anything. It's going to be a cracking day, and there's that's a shade under the trees there, so it's going to be a beautiful day with great food, cheap food, and you can even bring your own esky. But the bar will be serving drinks at decent prices, unlike the pros.
That's one thing. Yeah, and don't worry, that's one thing I did notice at the pros compared to what we do. Yeah, we're reasonably priced. So
and don't forget fashions on the field, Al.
That's I've got that. I'm not going to forget that.
Very big. Got a VIP person coming this time, mate. I believe he's actually been quarterly invited.
Yeah, he has been invited. I'm just not sure what sort of shirt he's going to wear, but
Oh, it's a surprise, mate. Let's just say
Yeah.
it's courtesy of Savers in Fountain Gate, mate.
It's Kermit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I got this from Laos. So.
I love your shirt, Al. That is magnificent. Where did you get that from?
I got it from Laos.
Oh, I'm going to Laos, mate. There's one down the road here.
It's a ripping.
Yeah.
Yep.
So anyway, back onto our fashions. Yes, that's
Yes.
that's a massive thing for our cup meeting, and yes, coordinated by the lovely wife of mine, Lindell. So
fantastic.
She puts a lot of work into it behind the scenes and on the day. So look, we've got our cat. I've got it all here in front of me. So we've got our tiny tot boy and girl under 5 years. And then we've got our junior boy and girl, primary school age. And we run to a teen race goer, boy and girl, high school age.
Yep.
And then we've got then we go onto our seniors. So our gentleman of the day, lady of the day, and couple of the day. And our most humorous individual.
Brilliant.
Maybe Kermit might be going to throw himself.
That's what Kermit, I believe, is going to be in. He's all excited once he heard that. Yeah.
Or group. And look, they're all 18 plus. Those seniors.
Danny will go in as a group.
There is a special section just for the hens and bucks days dues. That is brilliant. I love it.
Look, those senior ones, they're all 18 plus, so it allows them to. And look, got our wonderful sponsors of the Royal Mail Hotel in Yea, Your Wardrobe in Yea, Prime Bet, another great sponsor. They sponsor us every year. The Yea Garden Centre, they supply all our flowers for our stage. Yea Pharmacy, Rossa Tonelli Designs, Sprout Wellness. It's a local naturopath in Yea. Yea Motel, Juju Racing, another great sponsor for us every year. And Elders, our local stock and station agents. John there at Elders and Bruce, they kindly donate items for our categories. So
fantastic. What are the prizes, Al?
Sorry?
What are the prizes in the fashions of the field?
There's lots of prizes. There's lots of
I was going to say that might be a bit technical for him. He might not be quite aware of those yet. His wife might be doing those yet. Well, that might be a bit of a jump of the gun.
They're all over the floor here, but I have some. I can. Because Malua Racing, where are we?
Beautiful.
Malua Racing, Corson's, Leon and Troy.
Nice.
Kindly, they're our major sponsor. So a big shout out to Malua Racing. And they're our sashes for our winners. I'm not sure which one
they match your shirt.
Well, I sort of do. No, I could just put it on now. Couldn't I?
You could.
Do it, Al.
Absolutely.
I said
thank you to Malua Racing for
what
jumping
category?
on board. That's great.
Yeah, no. So massive shout out to Malua Racing for sponsoring again this year. So it's a credit to
We
them.
might have to start promoting that to some of the other clubs. We've got Malua Racing, we've got Lindsay Park. Who else are we going to hit up to start sponsoring some of our other clubs with these big racing staples? That might be the next bet.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, look, Nat up at Merton there, she had Lindsay Park. So we've had Malua for a couple of years now. That sort of.
And of course, let's mention also that yourself and Merton put up $500 each if the horse can win the double of the Merton and the Yea Cup. And of course, All Too Creedy won the Merton Cup. So we're hoping that he can come out and win on Saturday at Yea, mate. That would be a nice little collect. Thank you.
It would be a nice little collect for Don. Don is a committee member of ours. So
he is.
He's on our committee. So it'll be good. It'll be a great spectacle if it happens. But as we know in racing, it's a pretty strong field.
God help you if it does with Kermit. That's all I can say.
I wish yourself and Don all the best, but everyone's there to win it. Guys, so look at it. It's going to be a great race. There's a full field of great horses there. So
absolutely.
Now,
there's been pictures going around, and I'll send you one that Kermit jumped in the spa with me the other night. And we won't
right.
we won't send too many of the personalised ones when my wife got out. We'll leave those ones for another time.
Yeah, no, you keep them.
Yeah. What happens in the spa stays in the spa. That's right. So
Right.
I'll send you the photo. It's actually quite amusing. So he's all excited. Al, he's going in the most humorous couple, mate. So that's why he was asking what the prizes are, mate. He's keen as.
So
that's all right.
Are you walking him out for that?
Yeah, look, I'm a humorous man. I'll go out with him, but he's already said if he doesn't win, it's rigged.
Right. Well, yeah, right.
Okay.
Right. Well,
typical loser's opinion, isn't it?
Yeah, he's keen as. He's got his suit and he's sort of suit, and he's keen to go, mate. He wants to go now.
Yeah, no, look, the judging is totally out of mine and Lindell's hands. We actually have independent judges coming and judging. So
no worries.
All the best, but yeah.
All right. So if he doesn't win, mate, look out. All right. So I'm just warning you, because he'll be on the rampage, mate. He'll come looking for you.
Well, that's all right. Yeah, no, that's fine. He can come and find me.
He can come and find you. You might not be around, mate, but he'll come looking for you. So
look at our junior section will be after between race 1 and race 2, and our senior will be between race 2 and race 3. So
no worries. And the most humorous, mate?
Yeah, it'll be in between 2 and 3.
In between. Perfect, mate. Excellent. All right,
we've got. At least that one's early in the day before all the humorous ones have consumed too much alcohol.
Look, and that is a reason for it as well. But we also there is at the meeting this year there is it's pretty round, big. There's a floral photo point, which will be located in front of the main building there, just up from the Fashions, where anyone can come up and get their photos taken by themselves.
Oh,
so
nice.
Maybe Kermit could get a photo in front of the flowers.
Yeah, and don't let him go near the bar, mate. He's a disgrace. Just like he'll ask people to buy beers.
He doesn't get any encouragement from any of his friends either.
I have to hide my beer here, mate. He drinks them all. Terrible.
Yeah, no, look, Brad's already spoke to me from Core Protective. Our security, they're on site. They're well aware of Kermit. So,
you're a legend, mate. Thank you. They've got a picture of him, beware of this man.
They've already, Brad's already got him sorted. So.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right, we've got just on 3 minutes, Daddy. If you want to shoot some quick ones at Al, mate.
All right, Al, favourite place to eat?
It used to be the Chinese, but it's shut, Danny. So I'd have to say Royal Mail Hotel.
But there's a good Chinese in Euroa, Al. Flam Sham, mate.
Yeah, a bit too far north of Yea for me.
It's worth the drive.
Yeah. No, at this stage, Royal Mail Hotel. But look, every establishment in Yea, Country Club, Peppercorn, and the Grand Central, everywhere supplies beautiful food.
Good food. Absolutely. Trickiest part about being a president and having runners on the day?
Well, I haven't had a runner on the day yet as a president because Mum and Dad and myself have got one where he's at the pros. So trickiest part of being a president is probably handling all the different people coming at you. So different personalities, different scenarios.
Anything that deals with people is always tricky. Let's be honest. There's a reason why some of us work with animals, and I'm one of them.
That's right.
Beer, wine, or spirits, mate?
I like a Carlton Dry.
You're not alone there. There's a few
Dry. Like them. Yeah.
Favourite race course apart from Yea?
Oh, that's a tough one, Danny.
Well, you can't be biased just because you work there, so we've got to find another one.
Yeah, look, picnic or pros?
Either or. We'll go 2 categories, picnics and pros, just to stump you.
Look, being a local boy, Mansfield.
It's a credit to say Merton.
No, it's a credit. I've done a lot of work at Mansfield over the years too. But what Gerald's actually doing at that track?
You've just lost Natalie as a friend, mate. She'll disown you now.
Oh, sorry, Nat. Credit what Gerald's doing there, and nothing against any other track. Like everyone does their bit. So
Yeah, no, that's
pros. I
track has
like.
presented beautifully this year, as it
Yeah,
does most.
Oh, look, everyone's presenting their tracks as best they can to their ability. So,
Yeah.
pros actually don't mind going to Kilmore.
Yep.
We've
No worries.
we've had a bit of luck at Kilmore
We've had
over
a
our
bit of
time.
luck there.
All right. We're going to
All
run
right.
out of
So,
time, Danny. We've only got like 30 seconds.
okay.
Thank you, Al.
All right.
Thank you so much for
everybody.
coming on.
Thanks, Al. Good luck, everybody at Yay.
We'll see.
Thanks, Picnic Bet. Thanks for
Picnic
joining
Bet.
us, Al. And yeah, safe
thank-
travels, happy punting, and good luck all round.
Excellent.
Thanks for having me
Pleasure,
on.
Al.
And see you Saturday.
Thanks for coming on, mate.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Take care.
Good luck, everyone.
No
See
worries.
you later.
Thank you.
Bye.
Cheers.
Cheers.